Mike, you should talk about the holdouts. That's an incredible show. I'm not gonna lie.
How did it feel to see your name come last, Steve?
Perfect.
He didn't make a show all last year
on this show.
Welcome back, everyone. I think this is technically our 5th season. Is this the first episode of the new season? Who knows? The defending champ is here. His numero uno is here, and Steve is here. Pete, give us a life update, buddy. Let's hear it.
I'm going good. I'm in a new spot for the 4th season out of 5 years. So that's a new thing. But yeah, doing well.
Tell me about this. I see a yellow stripe.
You know, I'm a big Red Sox fan, so I put a 310 to left on the back wall there. If you ever watched a Red Sox game, you would know what it meant. But it's my own personal room. It's not as nice as Christmas lights and a shower curtain and a fig plant.
Hey.
That's awesome.
I have a space heater right here too, in case it gets cold.
Yes, you know what's funny?
In case the summertime gets really cold down there.
He has such a nice house, and then he's just down in the corner of the worst room.
I know. It's so beautifully done. Everything's white, and then I live down here.
Yeah, it looks like a resort, and then all of a sudden he's like, "This is my office." Like, why do you work down here?
I've been trying to get back into the rhythm, so I've been listening to some of the old seasons. And I forgot we had like a 6-episode stretch where the plant was in like 6 episodes in a row. That was
Steve, like a Seinfeld episode.
Steve, give us a life update. School's about to be done, I think, and Legion kicked off.
Yep, school's about to be done. Legion, we won last night, 15-1, and then we go. We're on the road tomorrow.
You say 50-1?
1-5, 15.
15-1. That's pretty impressive.
Hey, could you be a better coach for the Red Sox than our current Red Sox coach?
No, probably not. Case might though.
Would you be better?
Is the problem the manager?
We're going to dive right into this, aren't we?
Yeah, either that or I don't know. What else you want to talk about?
No, problem is Sam Kennedy.
You already told us what we can't talk about. So
you told us. You told us what we want to talk about is off limits. So I don't.
It ruined my ultimate entering Milford joke, which I will
now. We could talk about it. I
don't
neutral.
What keepers do you want to put on ice next? I'm kidding, Pete. Where do you want to go, Pete? Do we want to recap again last season? Do we want to start talking about some of the off-season movements? Camps just kicking off, so a lot of real football coming back into focus. I don't know if this group's ready for it.
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing that I really know about is Stephon Diggs. That seems to be
ridiculous.
That seems to be the one thing. Did you see he talked he had a press conference today, like an impromptu press conference. It was so bizarre.
Yeah, no.
Dude, there were some female reporters there that were like loving him. They were like, you gave out coke on the boat.
Can someone explain to me what happened?
Yeah, so there was a video that was posted of him and 3 women on a boat, and he was holding a bag that had like pink substance in it.
You know what that stuff is?
No.
It's called like Tushy or something like that, and it's like pink cocaine.
Perfect.
I don't know. Maybe I just know about that in Baltimore.
But I will say, Vrabel definitely has a little Belichick in him because he basically said that he's not going to talk about it. He's already talked to Vrabel about whatever is going on. And Vrabel said the only thing he's to discuss is making good decisions.
Yeah, great.
I hope he doesn't have a little Belichick in him because I want the team to be good.
So they have like the best draft of all time.
Can we also talk about the fact that Diggs has been released from like 3 playoff teams and no one finds that weird?
You know what resurfaced the other day? Sorry. You know what resurfaced the other day was the video of the Minnesota Vikings locker room where they all said, "What player do you not want to date your sister the most?" And they all collectively were like, "Diggs." And they all went around there like, "Diggs, he's the worst person ever."
But think about it. The Vikings let him go. Bills let him go. Texans, I mean, granted, he blew his knee out, but those are 3 playoff teams that all said, "Yeah, we're good. We don't need you."
Whose roster is he currently on? DeVita still?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Do you guys
He's a
think the
keeper.
Patriots? Do you think the Patriots going to make the playoffs this year?
I don't know enough. I don't know enough about the NFL.
Well,
No, I
mean,
think-
you-
No, I mean, I think the Ravens, the Bills, the Ravens. I mean, you're got your division winners, but I think the Chargers are better than the Patriots. The Broncos are better than the Patriots.
Really?
I think the Bengals are better than the Patriots. Broncos are pretty good.
Okay, do you guys feel the same way I feel? As a Patriots fan, you haven't really paid attention to the last 3 years. Is
I
that
only pay attention to fantasy football. I don't know anything about real football.
me thing? Like all of a sudden I joined and I was like, oh, we got comments in the chat. Whoa,
It's just
already.
Case. It's just Case.
This pod is not nearly as good looking. Oh, thank you, Casey. Where is he?
Nobody knows.
He's at an event.
Hey, can we do a fun game? I want to
Imagine.
name a random guy and see if you guys know whose roster it's on.
Okay.
Who currently owns Tank Bigsby?
Innes.
Am I supposed to guess this? Spades.
Dan Larkin.
We'll get somebody that's a little more relevant.
Who currently owns Alvin Kamara?
Innes.
Jeff Ennis.
Boom.
Who currently owns Romeo Dobbs?
Dun, dun, dun. Casey.
Case.
Steve DeVito.
You didn't bring in.
I do.
Who currently owns new contract man Rashad Bateman? A lot of buzz for him this offseason.
Why did he get that contract? Dun, dun, dun. Lloyd.
Steve?
Pete.
Christian Darian.
No.
Well, I'm going left to right, and it's going to mess everybody up. Who currently owns what I think is a pretty hot name this offseason, Zach Charbonnet?
Lloyd. No. Spades.
Steve?
Finally.
I was going to say Spades.
CJ Spades.
Sorry.
Last one. Who currently owns Jerry Jeudy? Another hot offseason buzz name.
God.
Case.
Lloyd?
Brian Casey. Excellent
Wow.
job.
I don't know anybody.
There's just a bunch of guys. Like, I looked at the middle level. I don't remember where anybody is.
All right.
Case, stop sending comments in the chat.
Just ignore him.
Ugh.
What? He's driving and he's
Right,
messaging. I don't understand.
Yeah, he sucks. All right. So I don't know how many people I don't know how many people I can actually name on my team. And I know it's not going to be entertaining for the entire audience, so I won't do it. But I do know that I'm counting on Dak Prescott to come back and be healthy this year. So I've been following his progression throughout the offseason. It's really the only real football news that I've looked at so far. Apparently, Dak is doing good. He's on pace for training camp and is going to be full go for the Orange Crush. So he's my starting quarterback as of right now.
Pete, I can get to like 8 or 9 keepers for you. It's been a while since I can say that.
That's the goal. Mike, the way your shirt is positioned on your screen, it looks like closed captions.
Does it?
It really does.
It's freaking me out. I was like, does he have captions on his screen?
Pete, I think your team's better than DeVito's.
All right, let's do an early take of who you think's going to come in last.
Can we just say Case to piss him off?
Yeah, I think I was going to say Case, not even to piss him off.
No, it won't be Case. I think this year, I'm starting to listen to last season just so I can get back into the rhythms of it.
Mm-hmm.
We called Larkin and Spates very early in the season. I mean, the Spates was easy because he was in first place like in the second week. Their teams, when I look back this season, I don't see a world how they don't make the playoffs. I genuinely have no idea how they couldn't make the playoffs.
If you had to put out Vegas odds, do you think Lloyd's the odds-on favorite? Because I don't think Spates is. Or maybe I guess he is. I don't know.
So the other theme that came up a lot.
All right, just ignore that whole topic.
Well, I'm going to come back to it.
No, it's cool. Jumping ahead.
We commented a lot about how they had the best talent, but they were the worst managers.
Okay.
Which both bared out. They both blew it. They both should have won the title. One of them should have won it, not me. I outcoached them in very simple terms.
You
Talent,
outloved them.
Loves him some love.
defending champ guys. Talent on the roster.
God.
Not even close how much better they are than anybody else. Odds on favorite? I don't know, man. I might take Innis. I would think Lloyd, though, would be, based off your question in a very specific way, the odds on favorite to win the league. This team.
I think Lloyd is quarterback away from being like way above everybody.
That's what we said last year.
Like
Mike,
Sam Darnold, Geno
You're right.
Smith. He has nobody that remotely scares you.
See, I know who he's keeping for a quarterback.
Mike, so you're in agreement. You're not the odds-on favorite to repeat.
No.
All right. So where did you think you were last year at this time? Were you like, I think I'm definitely a playoff
Close
team?
to where I am this year. I think right 3 to 6. 3 to 6. I feel good about my fantasy skills though. The last couple of years I've outcoached people. I've been right there.
What do you mean?
You know,
by
I actually think
How do you think that?
take a look at Innis's roster.
Okay.
He's got like some big names,
No.
but guys that are in really bad spots.
Yeah. No.
Like Tyreek Hill and Christian McCaffrey are they're wild cards. Like if they're remotely good, he is going to be really good. But if those two guys are not, he does not have anything behind him. I mean, Jonathan Taylor.
Can someone remind me who has the first pick again?
Yes, hold on a second.
Is it Breen?
Yeah.
I think Breen's in the Super Bowl this year.
What?
Are you all right?
Why?
Please explain how. What on this roster makes you think Super Bowl?
He has the best
Josh
quarterback.
Allen.
He has the best quarterback.
Yeah, I got the first overall pick, but Breen owns it.
He's got Josh Allen, and then I think I can name 6 guys on his team after that who are excellent.
Love Nico Collins. Absolutely.
Nico Collins, Alshon. What's the guy? I must have said Alshon Jeffrey. That's not his name. Who's the guy?
Rome Odunze.
No, the guy he's about to draft.
I believe it's Alshon Jeffrey.
Alshon Jeffrey,
Michael Turner.
Marvin Harrison, Rome Odunze,
Rome Odunze.
Return.
Hold on. You're trusting Rome Odunze with Caleb Williams to be like that good?
You're trying to get Steve fired up. Come on, what's going on?
He's doing a great job.
But he's a good manager too. He manages well week to week.
Mike's only zen because he's under a fig leaf plan.
I'm only zen because I won the title, baby. I got a title in my back pocket. I'm going to be zen for a decade. Yes, Steve?
I think he's got a lot of young talent, but I don't think he's Super Bowl bound. I think he's a playoff contender.
Who do you think wins? Lloyd? Lloyd chokes, dude. He sucked last year.
Is that the storyline for Lloyd? Can he win? He did win a playoff game. No, he didn't win a playoff game.
No, he didn't.
Okay, so he still got to win a playoff game. So then there's Spates. He missed the playoffs because he got beat down the stretch 2 years ago, and then got destroyed in the Super Bowl last year. So his narrative is, can he actually clinch one?
You're misquoting. He didn't get destroyed. He choked.
Choked.
He choked.
Mike, there's no narrative on you repeating. It's can you not embarrass yourself, basically.
No, the narrative. I think I'm going to be in the running. Pete, I'm the longest tenured playoff team in the league, and I still have guys. I'm going to be around.
That's true. You have it. You could keep this. That's definitely your narrative.
I'll be around.
Steve, you need to rebound both on the podcast and in the season. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then, yeah. And so this kid is a kid that lost in back-to-back Super Bowls and then it disappeared. Like
DeVito doesn't have a chance.
Like he was a cat. Yeah.
What do you mean I don't have? Why don't I have a chance? You're going to go down Kevin's roster. Go down. No. I'd like for you to go down mine.
Yeah,
Compared mine to Kevin's roster and tell me if you're comparing Super Bowl to Super Bowl.
Well, I'm going to compare. Can I compare his picks too? You tell me what you'd rather have this year.
I don't care about the picks.
What do you mean? The picks are there.
He
gets Alshon Jeffrey.
He makes it very obvious he does not care about the picks. Yeah.
Well, I'd rather Kevin.
But compare. I'm asking you to compare the roster right now. Top 6.
I have to swipe on my phone, so it's not on the same screen. It's very hard for me to do that.
Okay, so in a fantasy perspective, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
I'll take Josh Allen.
Right, but what I'm saying is there's not a big discrepancy.
Pete, how many can we do? Keep going. I'm ready. Go.
Okay, AJ Brown and Nico Collins.
I'll take Nico.
AJ Brown. Come on.
Okay. Bucky Irving and Ramondre Stevenson.
Oh, neither. Can I pick neither? Bucky Irving. I'd rather have Bucky Irving.
Thank you. That's one. Thanks for giving me one, Mike. I actually really appreciate that I got one out of you.
You're welcome. Keep going.
Zay Flowers.
I want to go 15 deep. Oh, Adunze. I hate Flowers. I want to go 15 deep. Keep going.
15. I thought we were just doing top 6 here.
This is fun though to look at the rosters. I don't think Case has a shot either.
Yeah, he's terrible. And not only that, he's a bad driver. Steve, how many people were in your wedding party above your head? Holy shit.
Oh, we don't talk about that day.
Did you have half of Milford up there?
No, there was 6.
I'm in that.
That's the invite did.
Wait, can I guess? Your cousin was the best man.
Yep.
Me, Case, Mackie.
Yeah.
I was in the wedding. Me, Case,
Yes.
Mackie.
Why are you guessing?
Brain.
Yep.
Delvec.
That's it. 6.
Wow.
Remember how hot it was in that tent?
Whoop.
All I could see is Toro. Toro.
Yeah, not a good start for him.
Mike, you getting into the Red Sox or no?
No. There's another guy. There's another sleeping giant here. There's another sleeping giant.
Darian.
Yeah.
Am I going to come in last place?
No.
No.
I think DeVito might come in last place again. He's
Yeah,
gonna have a
but-
couple rookies, but his team's not very good. Darian's team, I think, will make the playoffs.
Okay, so if Andy's not in the league, am I coming in 9th? Am I coming in last?
No, I think DeVito.
We're all over Case.
How excited are you guys about Milford? We're going to go back to Milford.
I'm pumped. I'll be there this year.
It was different than the last. I went there. I just went a month ago. No,
What?
less than a month ago.
What's different about it?
There's a lot less ladders on the top of cars.
There are.
That's basically it. Yeah.
Is Pat DeLuca excited for us to return?
He doesn't remember yet, but yeah, he will be made aware. He was very excited to have the whole thing. Yeah, he goes, "You should just have it every year."
What do we do in golf? DeVito, are you in for golf this year, or you got some wedding to tend to?
Was it Labor Day weekend we're doing it?
Yeah, it's a Saturday before Labor Day.
Sounds great.
You out?
I didn't say I'm out.
Should do that. Mike,
How
are
do
you
you
going to be
golf?
able to last the whole thing? You got the all-time. You're lucky I like you because I would make that was the all-time worst move ever.
I know. How do we golf with 10 guys?
Who cares?
So yeah, it's the 30th, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the last Saturday. And
Are we coming here again?
we are in
It's all,
Milford.
it's all finished now.
Who's going to be the most unbearable if they win?
Case.
Nah. He was not unbearable when he won.
Darian will be
Did you
obnoxious
fall asleep for like a year?
because that adds to an all-time list. That's kind of
Who has the all-time record for most titles? Is it Darian still?
yeah, but
Do we count the first two?
he won 3 out of the first 4.
I think we got to say from 2003.
I think that would put that would knock 3 off of Darian.
Pete, it might be you.
I have 3. I think it's Breen. I think he has 5.
Yeah. He had a good run. Feels better than Brain. Feels better Brain than Darian. Dude, Darian's team's very good.
Why? Why do you say that?
Hurts, another top-tier quarterback.
Hey, do
Then
you think? Wait. Do you think they outlaw the tush push?
No, they didn't.
They didn't.
No. How do you guys feel about the 8 teams that or whatever the teams that they were playing against all voted to outlaw it, and the teams that the Eagles weren't playing against all voted?
Is that true? Is that true, Steven?
All the teams that voted against them are on the schedule this year.
People are petty.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so Hurts you like a lot. Who else?
Achan, Wilson, Robinson. Kind of dries up there.
Wilson doesn't scare you with Fields.
No. I think he has a good season. His team's not as good as I thought it was. I'd rather have my team.
Yeah, I don't
Like
really
Brock Bowers.
I don't like tight ends. Jeez, guys, I feel like we're sleeping on me again.
I wonder if this was a complete setup the whole time.
He's like, let's talk about my odds.
I like my team. Hey guys, I'm not keeping Richardson. He's on my no draft. He's on my no draft list. I'm not.
What do you think about his tattoo? Do you like it?
I like his tattoo better than his shoulder.
Did you see they have to like?
I want to say I told you so about Richardson, but I told you so about Richardson.
Like, you were so hard on him last year. You were like,
Told you he sucks.
Guy's gonna be the man. Do they have to? You guys don't have no tattoos, right?
No.
None. I can't wear completely. I have no tattoos. People are often surprised that I have 0 tattoos. I don't know why.
I'm not surprised with that. How many tattoos we get in the league? How many guys with tattoos? 3
I don't
down.
Mike, you can put one right there.
I bet
He's
Lloyd
not.
has
I got
I bet
sunburned.
Lloyd has a tramp stamp somewhere.
Lloyd's got a tattoo.
Yeah. I bet he's got a yin yang above his ass crack.
Case Green, no. Case, no. Innes have a tattoo? No.
I don't know. I think Darian has Thug Life over his belly button, but I don't know.
Wu-Tang. He has Wu-Tang for life on his chest. Just
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
No, so anyway, but with Anthony Richardson's tattoo, where he got the full back thing, Google it if you don't know about it. But they have to inject you with numbing cream. They like inject it like a tooth, like they hit you up with Novocaine in your back, and then you got to lay there for like days. And get
no
the-
thanks.
No thanks. I
No
don't like
thanks.
it enough.
No thanks.
Yeah.
No.
I don't sleep
No.
well enough to do that.
As soon as I get something on me, I go, why'd I do this?
I don't like it. You ever have your ears pierced?
No.
Lloyd did.
You think Janet DeLuca was allowing me to get my ears? No, Steve, you did. You had a bowl
When?
cut too. Yeah.
When did you pierce your ears?
For like a week.
Do you have a picture?
Actually, I was in college. I did it for like a week. I remember I got home. My mother looks at me. She's like, "What is that?"
Do you have
I was
pictures?
like, I got my ear pierced. And she's like, "No."
Wait, you got one ear pierced?
What?
Do you have a picture?
It was a bit of a baseball thing.
Do you have a picture?
No.
You think Megan has a picture?
Destroyed all evidence.
You think Megan has one?
I'm telling you, it was less than a week. It was like 4 or 5 days.
Wait, what earring did you pick up? Was it like a stud or a hoop or what?
I didn't get to pick it.
Oh,
I
so you
told
got
you.
like you got
What
like
was
hazed into doing this?
Bingo.
What kind of earring was it?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember.
Roman Anthony, my boy.
Did you just go deep?
His sister's attractive.
The new guy?
His sister's extremely attractive. they put her on camera. I was like, oh my god, his girlfriend looks
Whoa.
beautiful. And then when you found out it was his sister,
At one point in the
Oh.
broadcast, her shirt was coming down. She like caught it like this. It was like, damn.
Public. It was a public podcast, Steve.
That's the point. That's why I said damn.
yeah, she is very attractive. Although his brother looks exactly like him, which is very bizarre.
Yeah. His dad is absolutely part of the mob.
Yeah, his dad's mobbed up. Did you see him?
I love it. He's like, I was coming out of the meeting and I got the call from him.
He
Very
seems like his
Italian.
name would be Anthony.
Well, it just sounded exactly like Mates when I said that.
Yeah. How is
Hey.
Mace?
How is mate?
Yeah.
He's awesome. I was actually on
think
the
he
phone with him about a half hour ago.
You think he listens to the pod?
No, he doesn't even know what a pod is.
Oh,
You tell him you're about to go live. You're like, yo, Mace, I'm
I
about to
did
go
tell
live.
him I was going on a pod with you guys. He was like, "Oh, tell Peter I said hi."
Get out of here. I love Mates. He's the best. He's
He's
the
still-
best
he's-
strength and conditioning coach I ever had.
He is. He's still on the bench. He's my Don Zimmer.
That's amazing.
who else are your coaches?
Brendan Wynn, Eric
Winnie.
Cormier.
Cormier
Um,
is your pitching coach?
Yep. Former player. 2 former players actually came back and coached this summer.
Base coaches?
No, just one of them's in charge of all the offensive charts, and another one is in charge of doing like game changer and stats.
Are you a base coach?
Third.
Put a helmet on?
Yep.
Are you required?
Yeah.
Have you ever got thrown out of a game before?
That was my next question. Did you ever get tossed?
I got tossed once, and then the game didn't count, so the toss didn't count.
Amazing. You have a spotless record.
Why'd you get
really
tossed?
want to tell you the story? It's like
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you've
So
told
we're-
us like much longer stories about it. So
We're playing a Pheno, and it was raining. It was terrible out, and there was a young umpire. And I told him, I said, "You're gonna have to get the tarps on here soon. We're gonna lose the field if we don't get the tarps on." And he was like, "I'll make the call." And I was like, "That's fine. It's my field. I'm just telling you that you're gonna lose the field if you don't put the tarp on." And he was like, "Why don't you just go up and coach third?" I'm like, "Fine. Someone gets hurt. It's on you."
oh,
I ran out to third base, and he threw me out. So I'm standing at third base,
he had a bad day.
and he points at me, and he was like, "You're gone." And I turned and I looked at I was like, "Is he talking to me?" And then I came in and I had a couple choice words. And as I'm leaving, I gave the lineup card to Winnie.
Oh
And I was
god.
like, "You're in charge." I'm like, "Do not get thrown out." I literally was leaving the field, walking along the fence, leaving Fino, and I hear, "Hey!" And I turn and look, and he's walking right towards me. I go, "Did you just get thrown out?" He was like, "Yeah, I couldn't take it." 30 seconds after that, they didn't even start the inning. The umpire's like, "Time, calling the game. We got to get the tarps on."
Oh,
I came back in, and he's walking in. He was like, "Yeah, field's a mess." I was like, "You just threw me out because I told you that was going to happen."
Who's the ump? You know who the ump was? Call him up.
No, he was a young guy. I don't even remember.
I bet he was.
How many-
I called the commissioner of the league, and I was like, "Hey, so this is what happened. I get ejected, but the game doesn't count." So like, we didn't suspend games at that point. It was in like the third inning. We had to start it over. So I told him what happened. He's like, "Yeah, no, that ejection doesn't count. You're good." So I got thrown out once, but it really didn't count.
You get in trouble for getting tossed?
Yeah, you get suspended a game.
Whoa, you get fined?
Fine, what, a baseball? Back to Skittles.
Make him give up his hat.
No, we got new hats this year.
New hats. And when are you guys gonna update the brand?
Hey, can we get it? Can we
like
get a
this.
hat?
Yeah, let's get an update of the Legion brand. I thought, Mike, haven't you always felt weird that Legion was not red?
Very weird. But I don't know why DeVito doesn't get us hats.
I'm still waiting for my Coast Guard gear.
So we got gold hats this year.
Oh, I like it with the 59.
Can you get us one of these hats?
Yo, that's pretty sick. Can you get me that hat, please?
I'm not a flat brim guy. Can you get me one of those? How do I get that?
Got the flag in the back.
I'm 100% serious. Who do I got to know to get one of those hats?
Me.
That's sick, Steve. Can I get one? I'll pay for it.
Well, we still got the navies.
Wait, Steve, Pete and I are being serious. How do we get our hands on one of these?
That's sick. Look at Mike. It's got the 59 on the side of the M, and then it says
Steve,
Milford.
He's evading our question. Steve.
That's my favorite part.
Steve.
Sick.
Mike, I just said me.
Can we get one?
Sure.
You need my address?
I'll send you my new address.
Yeah, so these are the new alternates that we're wearing.
Are you going to send me one, though? I kind of want it. I want it.
How many times are you going to ask me?
You still wearing the same jerseys and stuff?
We got a gold, a navy, and all gray away. We have gray and white pants. We used to have an all white, but the whites are just terrible. And then we're going to get an alternate. We always get alternate sublimated jerseys.
What?
Sublimated jerseys. Ever heard of a sublimated jersey?
What?
What kind of night calls for a
So there's screen print. Like this is screen print, right? So like you can feel it.
Gotcha.
Say it again.
What kind of night calls for a supplemental jersey? Like when do you go?
No, it's not supplemental. It's not the
Sublimated.
What was it?
Sublimated.
Yo, we're whipping out the subs tonight. Like what is that, like kids night? Or...
To be clear, I thought he was just messing up the word supplemental jerseys as well. And I was like, wait, what?
Okay. I just zoomed past it. I didn't even know what he was talking about.
Yeah, I sent it to you, so you have it now.
To be
Sublimated?
a coach. Yeah. Do you have to know this to be a coach?
Case knows what it is. Case will tell you what sublimated jerseys are.
Oh, don't get him started.
Is he driving though?
It's like there's nothing sewn in. There's nothing screen printed. It's basically built into the shirt. That's all.
I mean that blows my mind. I'm still trying to digest cotton over here. I mean, you know. Do you guys ever get scared that somebody could use our voices and generate AI messages with us?
No.
I assume we put out so much content by now that somebody could make a pretty convincing AI message with my voice.
Printing process where designs are infused directly into the fabric, creating a durable, vibrant finish.
There's a case going on here in Maryland where a guy is used AI to blackmail a principal, and he's getting in a lot of trouble for it. But he just used the principal's announcements to make the AI video. Isn't that crazy?
Really?
Dude, AI does some crazy stuff.
Yeah, the principal would talk every day and he'd record it, and then I don't know.
If I was Lloyd, I would use AI to set my rosters every week, to be quite honest with you.
At some point.
ChatGPT. Like you, Mike, use ChatGPT when you decide who's going to win.
That was a good year. You just introduced it for a little bit, then it got annoying.
Like, I don't know. Then I had to load stuff in there.
Do you guys use any of that stuff at work?
All the time.
I don't use any of it. I can't stand it.
I don't Google stuff anymore. I just go to ChatGPT.
What about meeting notes and stuff?
Oh no.
All
There's
AI.
people who do they record the notes themselves through an AI thing.
Yeah, I get that a lot. And then I just say, I don't, and then I feel like I never review the notes though.
You can do stuff now where like there are all these different programs where you could literally, like, if you're going to do a lesson plan or something like that for like teaching, you could type in like, give me a lesson plan on, the Revolutionary War, and it'll spit the whole thing out for you.
That's
crazy.
Insane. That's insane. We have an intern that started today, and she was telling me, I was asking her about AI and if she can use AI in the classroom, and she goes, they won't let us use AI because they think we're going to use it to cheat on our term papers. And I go, I'll tell you the God's honest truth. When I was in school, they wouldn't let us use the internet because they thought we were going to cheat on our term papers.
Well, you should. That is one thing that's crazy in school.
Like, how old are you?
The cheating is crazy. It's ridiculous.
I bet the plagiarism must be nuts, dude. Yeah,
but there's so many programs where like you can just plug in a kid's thing and it'll tell you like, yeah, 70% of this is completely forged.
Yeah, some girl in Maryland got busted for that. Like they put her document into it. You can't do that, dude. It's against the laws.
No.
You need the person's consent to load their document into it. She actually countersued and won. Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't just take it and load it in without telling the person you're going to do it.
Speaking of work, Mike, how's the promotion going?
It's
Big
going
promotion.
fine. Chicago's getting smoked by the Liberty here.
Oh, how
Yeah,
do you watch
Liberty are really good.
You go watch the Red Sox lock down this win.
I don't think I have the Red Sox on my thing. WNBA season, guys. Kalen and Paige both hurt. Kind of a bummer.
The ESPN is legitimately getting rid of baseball coverage to cover the WNBA next year.
Did you see what happened though
out of
with
control.
Major League Baseball? What they said?
No.
So Major League Baseball pulled out of that deal with ESPN,
Really?
and now they came out and said like we're regretting it because the deals that they're getting offered are like a third of what they were going to get from ESPN.
Wow.
Because NBC was thinking of buying into it, and right now they have no one next year for the Sunday night.
That was the rumor I heard. NBC Sunday Night Baseball, which would be awesome.
That'd be sick.
How are you going to do that?
I don't know.
They have Sunday Night Football starting in September. What are they going to do for September and October? Going to just send baseball to Peacock?
Saturday Night Baseball. All right.
I know this isn't a soccer pod. I put my TV on. You guys talking about baseball?
U.S. national team, horrible.
What? 4-0 they're losing.
4-0. That's like 5
to the Swiss.
touchdowns. Yeah. Good
Pete,
Lord.
there she is.
All right, in our preseason, let's say right now, first preseason game, who's your winner? Who's your Super Bowl?
Okay, so we were picking a Super Bowl winner right now.
Yep. We'll do it a couple. You don't have to stay to this. We'll do it a couple more times before the season starts.
You're doing fantasy or real life?
Fantasy. I don't care about real life.
Okay. Real life champ. I'm gonna go with Spades.
Steve?
I'm going to go Lloyd. I think he puts his big boy pants on.
Okay.
Who? Breen? You going back to back?
I'm going back to back.
This would
Here we
be.
go.
We haven't had back to back in probably 20 years. So
I'm going back to
Is
back.
Breen the last back to back?
we ironically had back to back Breen and then Innis.
Case took it.
And then we haven't had it since. So that would be an interesting feat. I think we've had eight new champions in 8 years.
No, so who's left on that? I think it's Spates and Lloyd.
Bates and Lloyd. Yep.
I think we have to root for Spates and Lloyd.
Ball game over.
If Spates doesn't get it this year, I don't think he gets it.
Imagine if Spates played Lloyd in the Super Bowl. That would be like the Indians Cubs World Series, where just
That'd be cool.
someone's gonna lose and you feel bad for one of them. Oh God.
That'd be
Look
cool.
at this team. Everyone's hugging. We got to win. Good for us. All right. Listen, let's put a bow on this one.
We covered a lot of ground, guys.
Yeah, we did. This has got to be one of the all-time worst.
Case thinks Ennis is going to win it, by the way.
Oh, interesting.
Can we just confirm I'm going to get one of these hats?
Yeah, we'll talk offline.
Oh, interesting.
It's saying my
All right.
address.
That's all incentive. Oh, I have play-out music. You want to do play-out music?
No. Yeah.
Or I can do this one. You want to do this one? And you can make it louder. So like when
I
Steve
feel like we're at like a 6th grade dance with that one.
ready? All right, everybody. Dear Commissioner, I'm here to say
I feel like
that
this is Jeffrey Dahmer.
the draft is August 30th in Milford, Massachusetts. At 35.
Oh, yeah.
Whitewood Road, baby. Bring your appetite because my dad's going to be serving pizza. I can't do it.
Sign off.
All right, August 20th. See you there. There, August 30th.
30th.